Ladies and gentlemen, how in the hell are you not pumped right now? The Buffalo Bills are going to the AFC Championship. We ended up defeating the Baltimore Ravens. And let me tell you what, it wasn't even the likely heroes. I think everybody was walking into this game thinking that we were going to see a Josh Allen cape superhero performance. I think everyone was thinking that we were about to torch the secondary. James Cook was going to have a game. Ironically enough, it was the defense that ended up stepping up. The damn defense stepped up, ladies and gentlemen. Who in the hell would have guessed that, ladies and gents? What a day. Victory Monday, guys. We have a lot to unpack, not only from this game. I might be going through some receipts as well. I've seen a couple. Where's Ravens Life? Where's Ravens for Life 716? Where is that sad fool? Where is that sad fool? Because from what I remember, he told me that if they lose, he was going to send me a picture of his sad ass mug, his sad ass facial expression in his bootleg Ravens gear. All right. Because we know that fool's not buying the real shit. All right. He got it off of Temu. Ravens Life 716. Where's your sad ass face in your Temu Ravens jersey at, fool? Where you at, dude? Where you at, my guy? Oh my God, bro. Can you believe that there are still Ravens fans in my mentions on X trying to discredit what the Buffalo Bills did yesterday? Trying to discredit what the Buffalo Bills did yesterday. It's absolutely insane to me. But it is what it is. Listen, you know what? Only losers discredit wins, ladies and gents. Remember that. Remember that. And this team, in my opinion, played some pretty solid complimentary football, as Sean McDermott has preached. And a lot of the times, it made us cringe when the season didn't turn out the way that we wanted it to by any stretch of the imagination. But here it is. Man, listen, we played a clean game of football. We really did. Certainly a lot of things that I wish we would have done better, but at the end of the day, it's the playoffs, folks. It's the playoffs right now. We have to find a way to win, escape if we have to, as long as by the end of the season, we look at the final score and we end up winning the game. That is all that matters to me. And I think that that's all that should matter to you. But listen, we're here to celebrate today. Like, we are here to get the takes of everybody watching. I'm assuming vast majority of you are Bills fans right now. Maybe some of my NFL fans that have just been introduced right into this live stream community because of my various jersey giveaways I've been doing all across TikTok and Instagram. But yeah, guys, we have a lot to unpack today, man. And I'm so excited. How's everyone doing? Let's go ahead and get a roll call in the chat. I want to understand how far this fan base truly extends. And I'm talking to the lurkers as well. All 299 of you watching right now on YouTube, 48 of you on X. Each and every single one of you, do not be shy. That is including the lurkers who have never left a message in the live chat ever. Let us know where you are tuning in from. Roll call in the chat right now. We want everyone to be a part of this conversation today. Shout out to everybody from right here. I am tuning in from DC. Guffy Prods, what's going on? Congrats to Bills Mafia and Dan. Now finish the job and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Fins fan, have fun watching the Bills winning the last two games. Here from Alabama, Easton, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Ravens fans are the worst and the weakest. Florida, Carson is in the chat, man. Buffalo-born Bishop, what is up, my guy? South Florida Mafia gang. Go Bills. Go Bills from Illinois, ice cold. One. Beautiful. That's all that matters. Sharon, Pennsylvania, you know, go Bills. Wilmington, Delaware, Q Truckers in the chat. What's going on from Lady Lake, Florida? Injected in my veins. Shout out from Florida. We have Alabama again from Easton came in. I'm great after last night. I know everybody in here is feeling incredible. Connor Murphy from the Finger Lakes, Buffalo, New York. Go Bills. Eric, what's going on? El Paso, Texas. Buffalo is in the chat. Man, where are we at right now? We don't care if it is a 1-0 final score. Bet you Ravens would say the same, but they are too busy cleaning out their lockers. Talk to me. Bills played it safe, and they benefited from the Ravens' mistakes. Absolutely, and I'll take the win any way that I want. Buffalo, born and raised unknown. That's my guy. What's up? Depew, New York. Rochester, Rottenchester, New York. Haven't heard that before, but that's awesome. Lubbock, Texas, 716. Chaz is up in here, man. Buffalo born and raised. Here, Ravens suck. LOL. Bearded Johnson's in the chat. El Paso 915. Springfield. Servant Redames. What's going on, my guy? Blair, that's smart and a good call. We got Massachusetts in the chat. What's going on, my friend? Rochester, New York. First super chat of the day. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. Not the prettiest game we played, but we got the job done. All that matters is beating the refs in Kansas City now. Go Bills. Dan G. Johnson, $5 donation, man. I appreciate that. You have no idea how far that truly goes into the channel. Rochester, New York from Paul. Shout out to Paul in the chat. What's going on? Youngstown beat the Chiefs. West Seneca. Jason, damn, man. Listen, the energy is here. And the energy is here. And I'm very, very excited to talk about the players of the game, what stood out to me, what I think could be significantly improved, and go from there. But have to do something, which is fun. I was supposed to announce the winner to the Taron Johnson signed jersey. All right, to the Taron Johnson signed jersey last night. But obviously, I was way too hype, and I completely forgot. However, I had a winner picked the entire time. It just completely slipped my mind. So without further ado, okay, the winner of the signed Taron Johnson jersey just so happens to be, let's go ahead and knock this out real fast, Christine Kruger. Christine Kruger, congratulations. This is your YouTube account. I picked your comment off of one of my videos. You are the proud owner, the new proud owner of a signed Taron Johnson jersey. Do me a favor and shoot me a DM over on Instagram and or on X at Real Dan Mitchell so we can coordinate me sending this off to you. It is a holiday. It's MLK Day, so all post offices are closed for today, but I will get that off to you tomorrow. Shout out to Christine Kruger winning the damn jersey. Go on ahead, make that happen. And so I thought I heard somebody in my house. I was about to go grab my Glock real fast, but it is what it is. No one's there. It was just my damn coffee machine, ladies and gents. Now, guys, listen, as we know, the Kansas City Chiefs are coming up, right? And they already have the lines coming up. And of course, they give the Kansas City Chiefs an edge against the Buffalo Bills. How dare them, right? Let's go ahead and check out these stats real fast. Let's go ahead and check out these bad boys. Conference championship, NFL. It's so good to see the Buffalo Bills there. Let's talk about that. The Buffalo Bills are +1 underdogs going into Kansas City. I'm very curious to see. I'm very, very curious to see if this fluctuates at all as the week progresses. Now, obviously, we had a couple of players on the defense banged up. You had Taron Johnson go out briefly. I want to say that he returned to the game at one point, but Taylor Rapp was carted off of the field with a hip injury. So let's hope that he's going to be good. If not, then we have to hope that Cole Bishop can really step up. But again, guys, listen, giant shout out to BetUS. Right here, the proud sportsbook sponsor of the Don Mafia Show. If you are interested in this, they're matching 150% of your first deposit all the way up to $2,000 and also 125% of your second and your third as long as you use code YouTube150. Shout out to BetUS for powering this overall stream. But damn, guys, listen. So here's my thing. And I'm not saying this to gloat, but I suppose that's a lie. I am saying this to gloat. I am. I knew what this defense was from the very beginning of the season. And I know that there was a lot of games during the regular season where we were sweating because we were seeing several occasions where running backs were just going crazy. Most specifically, Derrick Henry in week 4 when he rushed for over 199 to 200 yards. But then I also saw some games where the Buffalo Bills ended up completely shutting out some of the best running backs in the NFL. Most specifically, Jonathan Taylor in the second half of the Bills and the Colts game this year. I'm pretty sure we held him to about 20-something yards, if that. Same thing with Kenneth Walker. And especially toward the end of the season, we started seeing, okay, this Buffalo Bills team, they're stopping the run. Why in the hell are they doing this? Now, I think that could be answered in 2 different layers. Number one, solid free agency pickups. Of course, from Jordan Phillips, who had a game last night. And I'm very excited to bring Kevin on later this afternoon so he can really highlight exactly what some of these defensive players were bringing. But he had a game. Ed Oliver had a game in really being able to bottle up the run. I'm not sure about you guys, but as I have said over and over and over again, I have said this. I have said that, listen, Sean McDermott has a very good career at containing Derrick Henry. And people have recency bias because they think that since he put up 200 on week 4, when we literally had a practice squad defense out there, that we were going to see the exact same thing. But I was continuously attempting to point out to everybody, I'm saying, look, McDermott averages about 50 to 60, 70 to 80 yards for Derrick Henry each and every single time. And I'm not sure if you guys were watching, but the fourth quarter, did y'all even see Derrick Henry take a snap in the fourth quarter? No, not at all. He had 16 carries all game because the Buffalo Bills were limiting him. I think his longest, most efficient run was about 11 to 12 yards. Several occasions we had him bottled up with a 1 yard gain, a 2 yard gain, and they had to throw Justice Hill in there because he was the only one that was like really getting any sort of production off of this defense by itself. So again, solid in being able to contain Derrick Henry. Have to give a shout out for this Bills defense. Matt Milano is back. It's funny that we reflect back a couple of weeks ago where all of us were saying that Matt Milano was washed. No, he wasn't. Like, dude was out of football for about a year. He was rusty. And now he's back and he's looking damn good. And thank God, thank the Lord, he's going to be available next week. He's going to be available next week. He was an absolute animal in run defense. He was an animal in pass coverage. Shout out to Terrell Bernard. He was doing his thing there. But the huge difference maker and what I thought this defense needed to do, and again, I'm not going to sit here and say this is going to be the game where I need the defense just to make a couple of key stops and our offense is going to carry the rest of the way because we have the highest scoring third quarter offense in the NFL. Easily after the halftime mark, we were going to go out there and punch it in during the opening drive. No. Like, this Baltimore defense made some of the best adjustments I have seen any team adjust to the Buffalo Bills all year, and they stymied us, man. Like, they completely took us out of the game offensively in the second half. I was completely mind blown. I didn't see it coming. And again, you just look at what this defense was able to do all throughout the game. Number one was the Lamar Jackson interception. Massive. It sucked that points didn't translate into it, but still that was a momentum shifting trajectory. And then afterwards, it was the fumble. And get this, right? A lot of us at first glance, if you haven't watched the replay, you would just assume that, of course, Lamar Jackson slipped and that was on him entirely. Frozen field, cold ass field. That was on Lamar Jackson. It was the football gods blessing us. It was not, folks. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened during that play. Ed Oliver absolutely blasted the center. He blasted the center in Baltimore so far back that the center tripped Lamar Jackson, which led to the sack, which led to Von Miller taking it all the way into the red zone, which translated into points after that exact same turnover. So that was a play by our defense. By no stretch of the imagination, I need any of you to think that that was just luck. That was an Ed Oliver play. Shout out Ed. Shout out Big Ed. Am I right? Shout out Big Ed, man. Listen, I was really, really feeling what Ed was doing out there, man. And like all of those turnovers just ultimately ended up translating into shifting momentum over to the Buffalo Bills. Now, I'm going to tell you what, a lot of us were probably sweating when Josh ended up getting stopped at that 4th and 2, right? I thought it was almost automatic. And shout out to the Ravens defense because not many defenses are very good at stopping Josh Allen once he ends up running, but they were not allowing that man to run at all. They were not allowing Josh Allen to run at all. I think his best run was like 5 yards, 6 yards all game. So they took that completely out of the equation and they were taking a lot of some easy reads, some questionable play calling, I will say, from Joe Brady, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell myself that so we're saving a little bit and we're keeping a bit up our sleeve for the Kansas City Chiefs. But make no mistake, this was a damn defensive win. And about damn time, right? It's almost a form of redemption. Now, where I'm getting at now is that we just need to hope that we can do the exact same thing against the Kansas City Chiefs. Can this defense, for the second week in a row, show up and stymie a team and go to New Orleans? Crazy shit. Crazy shit, man. Let's go ahead and get to the chat. see how people are feeling. Yeah, ESPN was terrible this morning. Think they lost a bunch of money last night. Bah, ha, ha, ha. I love seeing pain, especially from Ravens fans for the past couple of weeks. I love the Ravens fans. I really do. For every Ravens fan that is currently watching this, I appreciate you for showing your face. I have a lot of respect for you. And again, I'm going to say that you will like me. I promise you will like me once this is all said and done. It's over, and Bills Mafia now has a new enemy, and I strongly encourage that you join me into shitting on Chiefs fans for the next 6 days. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Temporarily join my side, join forces, and let's shit on Chiefs fans. And hopefully we end up stymieing their damn three-peat. Nothing would make me happier if I can get some Ravens fans help into completely trolling Chiefs fans, because God knows we need it. I saw that the Ravens are undefeated when Henry gets 65 rushing yards. He had 64. I mean, listen, like I said, this run defense showed up. And guys, listen, chat, here's the deal. And I'm really not trying to get ahead of myself here. It's like, so not, of course, that I believe in jinxing. First off, see, I think that if you're over the age of 7 years old and you believe in jinxing, then there's some serious problems there. But I am going to say this. Hands down, that was the most difficult matchup that we could have had. Any other team that we face, the Chiefs, and then either the Commanders and or the Philadelphia Eagles, we have no excuse but to win the Super Bowl. We have no excuse but to win the Super Bowl. If we are talking about a team that we match up the worst against, that was the Baltimore Ravens. I will go even further. If the Baltimore Ravens were to win that game last night, which, spoiler alert, they did not, it's the Buffalo Bills, they would have won the Super Bowl this year. Last night was the Super Bowl, basically, as far as the two best teams trading blows to figure out how it works out. I am going to go on ahead and I'm going to say that I see this Buffalo Bills team winning in Arrowhead by 10 plus points on Sunday already. And then Eagles and or Commanders, I have the Buffalo Bills winning the Super Bowl. Because right now, that was the most difficult matchup we could have had all postseason. I'm sure you all remember when I was sitting here trying to lobby that I wanted the second seed because I wanted to avoid the Baltimore Ravens, right? It's true, folks. Sound off and let me know if you agree with me, but the Ravens was our biggest test in the playoffs. So we're built to play the Chiefs. We match up a hell of a lot better against the Kansas City Chiefs than we did the Baltimore Ravens. It is true. 110%. My anxiety level and my fear is nowhere near to what it was a couple of days ago when I knew that we were going to play the Baltimore Ravens. I know that I was going nuts on social media. I know that I was talking a lot of shit. I was manifesting. I was nervous about that game against the Baltimore Ravens. I genuinely thought it was going to go either way. But with the Kansas City Chiefs, oh, man, I feel great. I feel really good about this game. But obviously, we're going to save that a little bit until we end up getting deeper into some more conversations. True, but the refs. I mean, listen, last time, so the refs helped us out quite a bit last time. Not worried at all about the Kansas City Chiefs. Steven is saying, to be honest, I didn't want to play the Ravens and also think we can beat the Cheats. I see what you did there, Steven, and I sincerely appreciate that. Where are all of the arrogant Ravens fans? They are gone. I promise you that. Bobby Babich needs to make sure the defense does nothing extra versus Kansas City. Force them to not use their 12th man on the field. I promise you he's in the lab right now. Chiefs defense is built more like the Bills defense than the Ravens. Ravens defense is incredibly physical and big. Absolutely. Go Bills, Gio. Emily saying no. So know about what, Emily? Know about what? BS holding call on Dawkins. I did see that. But here's the deal. We can enjoy the pass interference call that was called by Keon Coleman or called for Keon Coleman. If anything, that was offensive pass interference, but I'll take it. There have been so many shit calls against this organization. I'm fine if we end up getting some referee blindness that helps propel the Buffalo Bills to success. we're going to see. Patrick Mahomes is regressing. I love it. Inject it in my veins. That was the AFC Championship game last night, in all honesty. I totally agree with you. Again, that was our most difficult matchup that we ever could have been against. So now it's the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's either the Eagles and or the Commanders. And I like the Buffalo Bills. Like, we are a better team than the Chiefs, than the Eagles, and then the Washington Commanders. We are. It is what it is. We're just a better all-around team, if you were to ask me. Smith is saying, no more swing passes to Knox on 3rd and 5, please. It's funny because typically that works, right? So normally that works for this Buffalo Bills defense, or excuse me, offense. It was just the Ravens, man. Listen, solid defense over there. They made some of the best adjustments I have seen, and they were letting the Ravens bully us last night. Chef Arian Poe, doesn't matter, Chef Arian Poe. We came out on top and we won the game. This is the playoffs. I'm fine to be critical of your favorite football team during the regular season, but when it matters most, all I care about is finding a damn way to win, because each and every single game in the playoffs is an entire different game. Hell, you know what? It's an entire different season. We've seen this Buffalo Bills team go out and hang 30 plus on the best defense in the NFL with the Denver Broncos. And then we also ended up seeing the Buffalo Bills go out there and completely switch identity, where they only had a pulse for the first half of the game and the second half of the game. So they completely stymied, is what it is. Craig, all said and done, if we win it all, we will have beaten the best. Absolutely. And that's what I wanted this entire time. Marcus, so there was 2 bad calls, 1 for each team at the end of the day. Get ready for a lot next week. We will have to put the Chiefs away if we get up on them like we did Baltimore. I totally agree. Dan, clinch that first, reel back, and one punch Bob for me. Winning it all this year, baby. Clinch that fist. Let me tell you what, bro. I'm still working on this healing real fast. It's going to come. I have been saving this bad boy. The scab has been absolutely terrible, and it keeps opening up. This right hand will be good for the AFC Championship game, maybe even Tuesday and or Wednesday. All right, folks? I'm healing it, baby. I'm healing it. For now, Bob's only getting bitch slaps, which I feel is way more disrespectful. And Bob deserves it. Bills are going to put belt to Kansas City ass. Big Mills in the chat. My God, speak it into existence, my friend. Josh might have to put his cape on next week. And look, I'm fine with that, right? Because how far we have come as an organization where Josh putting the cape on was our only option. Now we're having damn games where the defense wins us a game, right? That's nice. It's about damn time. Now we're having games where James Cook wins us a game. That's incredible. And we can still have games where Josh Allen throws the cape on and wins us the damn football game. I have a feeling that game is next weekend. But obviously, we will be unpacking that a tad later. It's going to be hard to find someone who says the Chiefs are going to win that isn't a Bills hater. 110%. But I still hope the media picks the Chiefs. I really hope the media still picks the Chiefs, because I want to see them cope and seethe further. As soon as when I saw that graphic, y'all, like where it had 20 media members and all but 2 picked the Ravens to win, I knew we were winning. I was like, oh, man, that's how the universe works right there. Chiefs did not want us to win. They are extremely nervous right now. Bella Rose, we going into Kansas like we playing at home on Sunday. Craig, we need to take Kelsey out of the game. Bishop, we need Rap. Johnny Tats, not much Cooper yesterday. I honestly don't know what the hell is going on with this coaching staff and like wide receiver ones. In fact, here's my theory. I have a feeling that Joe Brady just hates wide receiver ones, right? Because think about it. Brady completely took Diggs out of the game plan, never targeted him ever at all. And then we trade for Amari Cooper, and he's never targeted. He is never targeted. It is crazy. I really need to understand. And I mean, listen, I'm not going to be talking shit about it because it's working, obviously. Like, we're in the AFC Championship, and we won the most games we have in the regular season. So who am I to critique what is currently working? But I'm convinced Joe Brady hates wide receiver ones. It's not about attitude. It's not about someone being a diva, because Coop is the complete opposite of whatever that is. But Joe Brady does not like wide receiver ones. That's all I had to say. Maybe it had to do with the conditions, but I mean, we're talking game after game after game after game, where literally Amari Cooper is just a role player at this point for this game. Jamal Jones, underdog by 1.5 points, means the game might be close, and I'm loving it. For the sport analyst to say it was a game-winning drive and we had 2 timeouts with 1 minute and 35 seconds left is ridiculous. They don't give Josh his credit, man. Dude, listen, even if they were to convert, I promise you this Buffalo Bills team would have marched down the field and at the very least had a game-winning field goal with like 2 or 3 seconds left. Or we would have marched it right into the end zone. Again, it's the media. They are coping and seething, and I could not be happier. There's absolutely no questions there. 553 of you on YouTube right now. Absolutely insane. 152 of you on X. So, guys, as you know, I did ultimately end up giving away that Taron Johnson jersey to our lucky, who is it? Christine Kruger. Congratulations, Christine. I have a new giveaway for you guys, a YouTube exclusive giveaway for all Bills fans. I gave this away earlier in the season, but the dude that won it never claimed it. I sent him like 6 or 7 DMs, nothing. He left me on red. He does not want the jersey, apparently. So I am putting it back into rotation. How about a Gregory Rousseau jersey, huh? Signed Gregory Rousseau jersey, ladies and gentlemen. This is my giveaway this week, a YouTube exclusive giveaway. So what you got to do, folks, is you simply just need to be a subscriber to this YouTube channel. And you also need to leave a comment on this video. Actually, no. I am going to switch this up, actually. Have to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And you need to be present during my live play-by-play reaction on Sunday when we play the Kansas City Chiefs. That is what I need. If you want to be a part of this Gregory Rousseau jersey giveaway, have to be a subscriber, number one, and have to be present during my live play-by-play reaction against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to be selecting the winner based off of who is in the live chat at halftime. All right, so make it interesting. Folks. Have to be a subscriber, and I will select the guy that is in the live chat. So smash that like button. As we know, we have the Greg Rousseau signed jersey giveaway. Look at that. Over 530 of us in here. We should be well over 200 like buttons. Guys, listen, the easiest way to show some support over here is just quite simply just by hitting that thumbs up sign for me. If you're watching on your phone, more than likely, it's probably hidden by the live chat. So just momentarily minimize that, and you will see that thumbs up sign. That helps me out tremendously. It propels it out into the YouTube algorithm because obviously we have a lot to talk about this week. I am going to be live twice a day, Monday through Friday, Saturday, probably Sunday, twice as well. It's Bills football right now, guys. We got to make this happen. Big MIL. Dark Reaper must be butthurt. Ravens fans. I'm still looking for Ravens Life 716. I have no idea where that fool is. I said Milano would get his groove back during the playoffs. Carly, you did call that. I'm not going to lie to you. You certainly did. Milo K. Ravens fans can't say shit to us. I'll tell you what, guys, listen. So Ravens fans, if any of you are in this chat, please let us know. I promise you we will be nice. I just want to see the people that had the stones to come in here and show their face. Having a Bills erection got longer than 48 hours. Might want to consult with your doctor. Go Bills. Hey, listen, man, let me tell you what. My shit's been throbbing for the past 24. All right? So that's probably not good for my health right now. That's probably not good for my health when it comes down into it. But it feels good. It feels good to be a winner, man. It feels good to be a winner. Let's talk about that. Slick Beats is in the chat. Ravens fans flocking to Cancun. TD did wear a Bill shirt this morning. I saw that. He's crazy. All the players that did not play week 4 all made a huge impact. Bills defense is underrated. I think that was the one thing that really got under my skin last week was nobody wanted to acknowledge that we had a practice squad defense out there. And people were laughing at me like all week, being like, oh, yeah, like Milano and Bernard and Taron Johnson are really going to make an impact, or Vaughn Miller, for example. All those dudes like Reynolds just said, all made impact plays. Bernard, for example, made Mark Andrews fumble the ball for only the second time in his career. He had only had 2 fumbles his entire career. Bernard. Matt Milano was integral in the run game, right? Taron Johnson made some plays out there. It's crazy. We tried to tell him. Listen, we tried to tell him. And then here's another thing. Folks. I said it last week. And I said, why in the hell are the Baltimore Ravens practicing inside? Especially when they said, yeah, we're going to practice inside today because the field is frozen. Talk about the dumbest coaching decision I have ever heard in my entire life. What did you think the field conditions were going to be like in Buffalo on Sunday? A pure frozen field, ladies and gents. That shit don't make sense to me. It didn't. I hope y'all beat Kansas City and the Eagles. The San Francisco 49ers fan is in the chat. What's going on? Buffalo beat the NFL's best defense. It is our time. McDermott needs to bring it even more at Kansas City, though. Don't let Andy Reid ruin your career. Talk about it. Therese Teo. Now I want Lamar to win MVP3. Me too. Like I said, I want Lamar Jackson to win the MVP just to add insult to injury. Let's donate to the Mark Andrews charity. GG. Not even field conditions. They had no clue how the ball was going to feel. Sarah Christine, that Jason Kruger Sports did a video on the PI call to grift and stir shit. Really pissed me the F off. Is what it is, Sarah. Is what it is. Let them cope and seethe. Get the ice tube ready for the guys to heal for Sunday. Ice baths for days. We already know. That's their mistake that cost them. Why wouldn't you practice on a frozen field? Why wouldn't you? Right? Completely crazy. Jace is saying Terrell Bernard is a dog and needs more credit. He certainly does, my friend. We the Mafia, baby. Yes, we are. Patrick coming on in and saying, I thought we were going to get blown out again with the skull emoji. Patrick, it's all right. Listen, man, you should have been watching my streams all week because I would have talked off of a ledge and I would have helped you gain some confidence, man. I feel like I would have helped you gain some confidence, baby. That's what we're talking about. Funny because Mark Andrews also practiced in a tank top thinking that he was ready. Refs were fair both ways. One PI call midway through the game shouldn't be the deciding factor. I totally agree. Go Chiefs. Yo, Swooty's in the chat. I hope you're ready for that ass beating, yo, Swooty. I hope you're ready for that ass beating next week. Congrats, y'all. Matt Cannon, I appreciate that. Refs are not fair. Ravens are coming in saying, Ravens found out the hard way that we don't have a heated field. Bishop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm loving this. Hey, Dan, my brother is not saying anything now. Big dub. Absolutely. Absolutely. Carly, we've been waiting 4 years for this game. I cannot wait. It is beautiful. Dan, you called it that we were going to beat the Ravens. Go Bills. Thank you so much. Listen, guys, I have been here to be the source of positivity all year, but in reality, truth. This is the damn team this year, ladies and gents. This is the damn team this year. And I want everyone to like embed it in their heads. This is the damn team, man. An AFC championship is wild, especially with all the negative narratives we had around this squad all season, all off season, all throughout the season. Goalposts being moved again and again and again and again. I mean, bro, let's just go crazy. Dan, are you watching the inauguration? I will be watching the inauguration here in about 20 minutes. I love you, Dan. Luke, not as much as I love you, fool. That's for sure. I will say I did not agree with that PI. That said, so they held a flag on Stevens later. That was a clear PI, and they did not call any penalties on the Ravens for losing their cool after the whistle. Yeah, man. So that one PI that was called on Keon Coleman, it should have been called on Keon Coleman. It should have been an offensive pass interference, if anything. So we got lucky with that one. One holding call was kind of annoying, but for the most part, I'd say it was a relatively clean game from that squad. I really didn't have many other complaints right outside of that. And one flag, dude, like one time this ref was in the middle of a scuffle right between a Bills and a Ravens player, and the ref ended up falling onto the ground. And you would have thought that he would have threw a flag there. But nah, he didn't. No, Trey grabbed him first. I didn't agree with the holding call. Neither did I. No, they were both holding. Should have been a no call at all, Matt Cannon. So there was a bad holding call early on Buffalo, one bad non-call on Buffalo at the beginning, and that PI. Otherwise, it was relatively fair. I have seen way shittier officiated games. Like, for example, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans game was probably one of the worst officiating examples I have seen in the professional sport. So the holding call on Dawkins stopped us from scoring off of that INT. Absolutely. It was absolutely bogus. I can't believe the media today and how they are saying the Ravens lost the game more than the Bills won it. I guess 3 turnovers is just thrown out the window because turnovers only matter when the Buffalo Bills make turnovers, bro. And guess what? We haven't been giving them a lot of material this year, which is nice. So let's see. Sigma is saying Chiefs and Bills will be a dogfight, but how do you think we will win this game? Sigma boy Popeyes Pirates is coming in with a great question. I'll tell you what, man, you are just going to have to make sure that you have post notifications on and live stream notifications on because I'm going to be unpacking a lot of Bills and Chiefs content, probably starting tomorrow. I'd say tomorrow I'm probably going to start knocking it out and just beating the shit out of Bills and Chiefs stories for the rest of the week. Because let me tell you what. So if y'all thought that any fan base is easily triggered, just wait until I start making videos about the Kansas City Chiefs, bro. That fan base is triggered easily. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a good time over there, man. I am going to make it my life's mission to make as many enemies in the Kansas City city limits as humanly possible. And I invite you guys to join me because we are going on a troll campaign and it's going to be absolutely legendary. Reload is saying, Dan, I would love to watch your live streams during games, but I always watch the games with my family. Nah, dude, no issue at all, bro. No issue at all, my friend. I just appreciate you coming in on my morning show, which means the world to me. Dan Mitchell, pro rage baiting on Tuesday. Listen, I should be in the Hall of Fame for rage bait. All right. It is a gift. And it's something that if I could culminate a trophy, I 110% would put it on that desk right behind me. They will beat the Chiefs like last time. They kept Mahomes off the field as much as possible. Dan, I'm glad the Dolphins fans are still here. And the KC fans will only be here for another 6 days. Did Taron dislocate his shoulder? It looks like it popped out. I'm waiting for the injury report. Hopefully we'll get some answers later today. I need that, Dan. Broken tables, have no fear, man. We are going to be terrorizing Chiefs fans soon enough. Soon enough, man. Ravens fans, I really hope you join me in helping me troll some Chiefs fans for the rest of the week. So were any of the penalties from the ref that you had mentioned this week? How did he call the game? I thought that it was relatively a clean game. Like maybe outside of one bogus penalty that he called on us. So one holding against Deion Dawkins, but then he gifted us a PI. He gifted us a pass interference later. So I'd say all in all, a pretty solidly officiated game. And that says a lot because typically, yeah, Dan, I guess Taron Milano and Bernard made a difference. Not like we said it. About damn time, right? Prediction? About damn time. Sometimes people need to learn lessons the hard way. So refs were good. 1 bad against Buffalo, 2 bad against Baltimore. That's as fair as you could ask for, especially with officiating in this damn league. 110%, dude. 110%. GM 260. Bills Mafia will take over Kansas City Stadium. Mark my words. Did you watch Stavros? So reaction to the Bills beating the Ravens. I did not, but I'm going to have to. Grossi does Grossi takeovers all the time. They are great. Where's all the Ravens fans? Suck it, fools. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's the fucking energy I need, dude. That's the energy I need right there, baby. 2 more annoying fan bases to go until we are hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. Refs kept Baltimore in it and no calls. Only penalty on Bills was the BS holding call. Scotty COF 93. It's so crazy hearing Ravens fans say that Lamar had a better game. Both had 2 touchdowns, but Lamar had 2 turnovers and Allen had none, which was the difference in the game, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm wearing my Allen jersey for the first half of the day in Milano after the post-workout shower. You got to do it, man. Listen, you know what? I think for the rest of the day, or for the rest of the week, rather, I'm only wearing Bills stuff. I'm going to be that dude. I'm going to be that dude, right? Cody is coming on in saying, here's $5. And said, you know, when the Bills Chiefs ref assignment comes out, typically that's out on Tuesday. And I promise you, I will be making an entire stream on this because that's a part of the game, baby. That's a part of the game. Let's hold the Eagles lost. Let's hope that the Eagles lose. So Mafia over Kingdom and Flock in Broncos country. And if Finns fans are real, I'm only a master baiter. Me too. A Hall of Fame. I can't believe that we did it during a rebuild year. I'll tell you what, man. So with an AFC championship, it's got to be crazy. Y'all are not better than Eagles, have a better run game, better run stop defense, better wide receiver. And the only thing you got on that is Josh Allen. Well, J-Dog, maybe that's all we need, bro. All right, Jay, listen, man, me and you have been friends all off season, and I am going to wait until I temporarily make you an enemy if we end up meeting in the Super Bowl, my friend. Trust me, we are going to be having a lot of conversations about Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles here momentarily. So we're going to wait. Vegas called the refs after that BS holding call. XO put, who do you think Trent McDuffie will be matched up with next week? More than likely Cooper or Keon Coleman. So did Buffalo run a 4-3 scheme in this game? They ran a lot of 4-3. A lot of 4-3 and a lot of single high safety. Ravens fans came to Orchard Park super cocky and left with their heads down. I love it. Let's go play the team we're built to beat. Daily Stories. Let's take the Swifties down for those Ravens fans. Do it for them and everybody else. JUS. Shakir, man, that boy is different. Hell of a game. I want you to troll Taylor Swift. Your ratings will absolutely explode. See, I've never shied away from a fight before. All right. But me taking on Taylor Swift and the Swifties, I don't know about that. Bro. Opens up for Samuel and Coleman to find soft spots. Jackson has a mangina. Wow. Epic fight. And I will be using AI instead of purchase Mac Hollins outfit for my post Super Bowl vacation trip. I need this jersey. I love it. Michael is my guy. So Lamar is choking on his Mickey Mouse pancakes this morning. Thank you, Mark. Wow. Look at that. Bills also ran a 3-2-6 dime at points. It was beautiful, man. We all need to be that dude. That's what I'm talking about. All right, dude. 741 of you in here rocking with me. But I will tell you what, guys. I am going to jump. I have a couple of errands I need to run. A few roundtable sports things that need to be addressed. But do me a favor. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. By the way, thank you so much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. You want to hear something? Which is absolutely crazy. Right now, where it stands, I have 36,282 subscribers on this channel, meaning that I have beaten every single local news network in Buffalo. That's fucking crazy. That's absolutely insane. Every local news network in Buffalo that has a YouTube channel, I have now surpassed each and every single one of them. A news network, a dude who makes videos in his spare bedroom. That's crazy. And it's all thanks to you. And it's all thanks to each and every single one of you who come in and for some reason enjoy watching me just yap into a microphone for about 45 minutes to an hour regarding the Buffalo Bills, which is absolutely insane. So I appreciate all the support, guys. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please, please, please consider doing so. We have a goal of 40,000 subscribers before the Super Bowl. I think that we can get it done. So subscribe if you haven't had an opportunity of doing so far. I am live twice a day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST and 5:15 p.m. EST. So go on ahead. Let's continue this run. And I can't wait to start unpacking some Chiefs stuff. See you soon. Peace.